It'll be interesting to see what happens with Marcel Hacker from Germany and Schinek again, who didn't really push on in the semi-final. Just let it happen.
Very important race for Alan Campbell, Great Britain, lane number 4. The months of winter training are well and truly over. It's all now about racing, getting back into the form and the order. Look at that, he's almost grinning as he goes off the start there. This is what he loves. As he said recently, he would give everything and anything for an Olympic gold medal in 2012. Well, it all starts on days like today, regardless of the weather. The final, the men's single scull, Sweden in 1, France in 2, Marcel Hacker, former world champion from Germany in 3, Great Britain's Alan Campbell in 4, Ondřej Čunek from the Czech Republic in 5, and Greece, Christou in 6.
That smile on Alan Campbell's face, you got the feeling that he was very pleased with his first 20 strokes, that it had gone well, there were no hiccups, he was moving well.
I mean, there's a real difference, Dan, in the number of strokes they're taking, the rating, as we call it, between this guy here, Marcel Hacker, and Alan Campbell, who really just sort of moves it along. And Marcel really been dropped out now, back in lane at number 3, out of it, probably in 4th position. The race been pushed on hard by Campbell, world silver medalist last year in Poznan. Mahe Drysdale, the world champion, had to pull out on the eve of this regatta due to an injury. He's the nemesis for Alan Campbell. Coming up to 500 meters in a 2,000-meter race. It'll be Czech Republic from Great Britain from France. So Ondřej Čunek from Alan Campbell. Now, Alan rode through Čunek yesterday in the semi-final. Poised to do it again here now in the second 500.
Yeah, Alan Campbell in the semi was about a length and a half down, and Čunek looked very, very comfortable, and then he just cut right through it. But just watch France, watch Julien Barrin. You know, he's a silver medalist in the double scull, and he's sculling very nicely up there. He's got a very smooth, easy movement, and so has Čunek. Čunek here from the Czech Republic. He's got a lovely style, and he will want to make sure that he just holds the advantage this time and doesn't let Alan Campbell come back through.
Ondřej Čunek, 26 years of age, 6'5", 98 kilograms. He's been around for a while. His best finish has been a bronze medal at the World Rowing Championships back in 2003, and that was in the double scull, and in the single scull best finish last year. He also got a bronze medal.
Well, he's opened up now, what, 3/4 of a length on Alan Campbell, and you can see how much easier his shoulders are, Čunek here, closest to us, compared to Alan Campbell. Alan Campbell's got a lot of tension in the top of the shoulders there, so he's hunching quite a bit as Barrin from France starts to put pressure on him as well.
So as we approach the halfway mark in this final of the men's single sculls, Ondřej Čunek from the Czech Republic has had the better of the first 1,000 meters, and convincingly so. He's now just over a length and a little bit of clear water from Alan Campbell, Great Britain, who seems to be struggling. If you look on his face, he really is starting to struggle now in this middle part of the race. It's not moving away around the finish as quickly and sweetly as he would like, and Ondřej Čunek now just driving it away. Remember, at the World Championships last year, Alan Campbell was the silver medalist, Ondřej Čunek was the bronze medalist. So just switching that this year.
Well, Čunek has he's just moved up from 33 strokes a minute, which is what the other two scullers are doing as well, 33 strokes a minute. He's moved up to 34, 35 to try and make enough of a gap there to make it impossible for Alan Campbell to get back on terms.
But it's such a psychological warfare, a game of warfare in this event, because of the distance. Not very long, these things, 27 feet long, and that can be changed in an instant. 10 good strokes and you can move from second to third, you can move from second into first. It really is about sprinting alone. We won't discount Alan Campbell yet, but he wasn't looking particularly comfortable, it has to be said. Julien Barrin from France in lane number 2, currently in second place, and then in the mix, Alan Campbell sitting there in third.
Chinek must be kind of anxious a little bit. He must remember yesterday that how Alan Campbell just cut through him from about this similar sort of distance, but he's beginning to go now.
So Alan Campbell just increased the rate there as we switched on to him. You can check that against Julien Bahan from France. Mahe Drysdale, New Zealand, the world champion, pulled out a few days ago with a back injury. But now look at the space that Ondřej Čenek has opened up from the Czech Republic over Great Britain's Alan Campbell. He really is struggling here in second place over Julien Bahan from France. And Germany's Marcel Hacker starting to come back as well.
Surprising how far back Hacker has been left. I mean, you know, you'd expect him to be up in the middle.
Well, this is an interesting thing. You would ordinarily say that given the terrible road accident, he fell off his bike back in the training camp in South Africa a few months ago, that would have affected Alan Campbell's preparation. But yesterday, Alan Campbell just rode through Skull, through Ondřej Čenek. An amazing turnaround in fortunes in 24 hours. But here comes again now, pushing it on. One thing that Alan Campbell will not do, he will not roll over. He knows how to grit his teeth, and that's what he's doing all the way to the finish line.
Well, he's up to 38 strokes a minute, Alan Campbell. That's high in a single scull, and he's really pumping it on. But Čenek really is wise to that. He knows what he has to do. He's going to hold him off, I think.
Ondřej Čenek, bronze medalist from the World Championships last year, Olympic silver medalist from Beijing. Can sense the pressure that's been placed on him by Alan Campbell in lane number 4. It's a nice scull from Čenek here.
His moves very well, Čenek. He's a lovely technical sculler, and he's certainly going to score one of his best results, I think, in his career.
So coming up to the line, it's going to be a gold medal today. The opening 2010 World Cup from Bled going to Ondřej Čenek, and Alan Campbell having to hold on to a massive push by Marcel Hacker on the line. Marcel came from nowhere there in the last 100 or so meters into third position. I think Alan will have got that, but one thing's for sure, Marcel Hacker is back.
Yeah, but Alan Campbell stopped sculling in about 2 strokes from the line. He drifted across the line, and that could have been a stroke that allowed Hacker through, but he got it.
So second place to Alan Campbell. Clearly something not quite right in and around the 1,000 meters to just fall off that quick.
He's a bit tight in the shoulders, but he'll be all right. He'll be. That was a good recovery there from Marcel Hacker.
Ondřej Čenek gets the gold medal. Alan Campbell will be disappointed that he didn't put up a better show in the middle part of that race. Silver for him. And watching out for Marcel Hacker from Germany, robbing that bronze.